Happy Saturday, my friends. Good morning. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I wanted to get on here this morning and talk to all of you guys about the importance of having the right system, especially when you're on the telephones. And the other day I was talking about how a lot of you guys that consider yourself telesales agents, you're really not on the best system to make money, to sell a bunch of insurance policies. You're just not. And let me explain to you how I know this. Anytime your telesales system requires you to buy leads, to call people, that's not the most efficient system in 2025. I'm just telling you, it's just not. And for a lot of you guys, that's what you have. You're having to buy leads, call these people. And then if you're really, really organized, it can maybe work. And what do I mean by that? Let's say you're buying 250 names and numbers every week, and you're going through those numbers, you're dialing through those numbers, but you're also building that sales pipeline of all the other leads that you've purchased before. So at any given time, you got thousands of people to talk to, or at least dial, which eventually, I guess you can talk to enough people if your compliance is in order in terms of how you're dialing people. Because again, when you got all these phone numbers and you're blasting these phone numbers, then you get into abandonment laws. And what abandonment laws means that anytime you use a fancy CRM system and you're blasting all of those numbers at the same time in order to get people to pick up the phones, if those numbers are not answers at 3% or above, now you're getting into, those kind of problems that can cause issues for you. That's right. So if you blast your CRM system and over 3% of those calls go unanswered, meaning the person picks up the phone and they hear dead air, that's a big no-no. That's one of the reasons I'm not a big fan, again, of doing outbound. Even if I'm using AI or avatar or any of that, I'm not a big fan of it because people don't pick up. And also, you start getting into the dangerous ground with these compliance issues. So, what's the best system? In my opinion, the best system is being on a platform where people are calling you. And that right there is where the problem comes for a lot of you guys. Again, most of you guys are joining a team to do telephone sales. What they're doing is they're having you buy leads, and then you're having to call these people. Others are buying inbounds, but they're coming across a problem, and that is that most companies that sell you an inbound, they require you to have a big commitment in terms of how many calls they're buying a day. In most cases, most marketing firms require you to have at least 20 states, and you can at least take 20 calls a day. So if you're, Johnny Carpenter, a single man agent, well, you don't maybe have 20 states, and you definitely can't afford to do 20 inbounds a day. Now what? That's where a lot of people are failing, and that's where the problem is with systems. And the companies out there that do offer a platform where you can just show up, plug and play, those companies are either going to give you a 50% contract to start, no leads, or you're going to work for them as an employee, but now you're working on their platform at rock bottom rates. Now, I'm not saying those agents don't make money. I made 113,000 on a 60% contract when I started my career, but you get what I'm talking about. So if you're thinking, if you got a 120 right now, you'd have to either get a haircut on your contract in order to join a system that has leads where you can plug in and just pay for what you're using, whether you're working 5 inbounds a day, you can pay for what you're doing. That's pretty much what you're looking for. You're going to get a 50% contract or less. You're going to, um, or you got to pay, you're going to be paid, a W 2 salary. That's the problem. And the reason is because a lot of insurance agents, again, don't have the resources. And then the people that are now doing telephone sales, the way they're operating is, again, they're having you call, and that's how they're doing telesales. So, yeah, they're selling a policy here and there over the telephone. So I guess they're telesales, but the system is not very efficient. Where am I going with this? I generate thousands of leads. This past week, we delivered over 8,000 unique inbounds that were over 2 minutes to life insurance agents that trust us for marketing. 8,000. So every single month, we generate leads of people looking for final expense and looking to talk to you and me. With our agency, we're direct to the insurance company, so we can offer up to 150% contract. I give you day one vesting from day one. I have no interest in, having you work with our agency and taking your renewals. That's not my business. But more importantly, we have leads and a system where if you're that one man show and you got 5, 6, 7, 8 non resident license and you can only afford to buy 5 inbounds a day, then this platform is perfect for you because it's not going to require you to come in with a bunch of other people. It's not going to require you to come out of pocket 20 inbounds a day. Not at all. You can start with what you can take and you pay for that. And then again, you get to plug into our platform, and we're on Monday through Friday. We work in over 40 states selling final expense. So again, ladies and gentlemen, systems. It's about having the right system that's efficient and is going to put you in front of as many people as possible that want to talk to you and me about funeral insurance. So if you're watching this, maybe you're that one-man show and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Give us an opportunity. Our lead cost is $50 per inbound. And if you follow my training, I give you a 20% conversion guarantee, which means that of every 5 inbounds that you say hello, you'll convert one into a sale. Every single one of the agents that I have on my team right now are doing well over 20%. And from all walks of life, I'm training agents. The system works. That's not in question. The question is the agent. So if you're watching this, give me an opportunity. If you're a licensed agent and you would like to see our platform, as long as you can prove that you're licensed and you can show me your identification that you are a licensed rep, I'll invite you to my platform and you can check us out in real time as I go to work myself selling insurance as well as showing others in real time how to do it. Peace.